I've painted the paintwork, spray painted it, just masked off the windows, and spray painted with ordinary cans of paint. And I have already put insulation material inside. I used fiberglass packaged up in clear plastic with duct tape. So I've got little parcels here and here, and they can be removed easily if I need to get behind it or paint or whatever to sort out any rust. And so now I'm fitting my door cards, and I didn't want to use the normal plastic tabs because I don't like them. I don't like this black plastic, and I also wanted them to be easy to remove, the cards to be easy to remove if ever I need to get in there. And so I thought, why not use screws? So I've used self-tapping screws with little washers. I've already made the cards myself using nice oak ply. It's quite a thick ply. It's got a thick layer of the oak. I think it's about 2/3 oak and 1/3 cheap wood. And I cut them out using the old cards as a template. And I've cut the holes before I fitted the screws. I think that's neater. You're less likely to make the wood look distorted. And obviously drilled the holes a little bit bigger than the screw and smaller than the washer. And the way I did it is, well, I tell you what, I will show you how to do it when I fit my door card on the sliding door in a moment. So I'm going to show you how to fit the door card. Once you've cut out the door card and you've varnished it, ready to fit it, then you need to know how to fit it. If you're going to use screws rather than the tabs, obviously you can't screw into that because that would take a massive screw. So you have to go somewhere else. You have to make sure that you're going to miss these holes. So you have to mark out where the holes are going to go, where the screws are going to go first. So you want them to be nice and evenly spaced. Make sure that the corners are pretty important, that they're sucked into the corners. So I've got one there, and if you can see it, put one there, got one there. Nice to have them evenly spaced, it looks neater. There, and one in the middle, I think. There. And then go around the frame first of all, and I'll be back in a moment to show you what you do next. I'm just marking the spots, the locations for where the self-tapping screws are going to go, and I'm just doing around the doorway. And you want to make sure that the screws do not interfere with the door handle or the lock mechanism. So I would say put one dot here near to the corner and one dot here, and that should do it. I'm just checking where the door card goes to make sure that the marks that I've put on for where the screws are going to go are going to be in the right place. And I've discovered that over here got a bit of a gap, so the marks that I've put on here are going to go further into the wood than expected, but everywhere else is going to be where I've marked it. So I'm going to take it off now. Now I'm going to match it up like this. Get your pen. Remember where it was positioned when you tested it, when you fitted it. Try to get it the same. So, and then look where your mark is. And you get it Or you can put it down on the floor like that and kind of, I guess, and you can keep checking. And go around with all of the marks, marking on your board where they need to go, bearing in mind any, corrections that you need to make. And then once you've marked out the holes, drill them out. Remember, just the same size as the screw and smaller than the washer. Okay. If you do decide to put insulation into the door card, I would recommend that you put a couple of screws down the middle as well, otherwise it's going to bow out. I've a lot of insulation here, so I want to make sure that the door card really pulls it in. So I'm going to put one there and one there. So I've drilled all of the holes, all the pilot holes, and now I'm actually fitting the card. So get somebody to help you. One person sit there and the other person sit there, and hold it up with your feet and your hands, and you push on and make sure it doesn't move while you're fitting the first self-tapping screw. Once you've got one on and you're happy with it, then you can do the other one, and then once you've got two, then fine, you're okay. So I'll show you how easy it is to use a self-tapping screw. They're really good because they don't wobble about as much as a normal screw. You just have to push on a bit, and then the drilling action will take it through the metal. And be careful once it starts to go in, really slow down, because you don't want to over thread the metal. So I'm just going to very carefully just tighten it a little bit. They're really nice and round. I've done them nice and smooth, so they're not going to be scratching you. Finished, and it's all fine, everything's good, didn't make any mistakes, and it's nice and solid, which just goes to show you can really stuff a load of insulation material in there, and the screws will suck the card to the door. So that's brilliant, really happy with that. And now I've only got about 5 more to go.